Welcome to the SVSAI channel, where we dive deep into the economic waters of the United States, especially as the election season heats up. Today, we're tackling a question that's on everyone's mind. What will happen to capitalism if Donald Trump or Kamala Harris wins the presidency? Buckle up because we're about to explore how their distinct visions could reshape the economy, your wallet, and the very fabric of American business. Let's start with Donald Trump. Now, if you're familiar with his previous term, you know he's been a staunch advocate for free market capitalism. His administration was characterized by tax cuts, deregulation, and a pro-business environment. If he were to win again, we could expect a return to those policies that prioritize corporate growth, lower taxes, and a generally laissez-faire approach to business. Sounds great, right? But hold on a second. What does this really mean for the average American? Picture this. The stock market is booming, businesses are thriving, and you're seeing those dollar signs everywhere. For investors and business owners, Trump's policies could translate into stronger economic growth and higher returns. But let's not forget about the middle-class families and blue-collar workers. While they might enjoy lower taxes, critics argue that these cuts predominantly favor the wealthy, widening the gap between rich and poor. So, while Wall Street celebrates, what about the everyday worker? Now here's where it gets interesting. Trump's approach might create short-term booms, but could also lead to economic instability in the long run. Think about it. Less regulation means less oversight, which can create bubbles that eventually burst. We've seen this before, and it's not pretty. So, while you might be cashing in on some quick gains, the underlying foundation of the economy could be shaky. A classic case of what goes up must come down, right? Now let's flip the coin and talk about Kamala Harris. She represents a more progressive vision for capitalism, one that emphasizes economic reform and a robust social safety net. If elected, her administration would likely pursue policies aimed at reducing income inequality and ensuring that the economy works for everyone, not just the top 1%. Harris has been vocal about increasing the minimum wage, expanding healthcare access, and implementing a tax system that asks more from the wealthy to fund public programs. For small businesses and startups, this could mean more government support in the form of grants and affordable loans. But let's break this down. What does this mean for the average American worker? For many, Harris's policies might translate into higher wages, better worker protections, and more affordable healthcare. Sounds fantastic, right? But there's a catch. Higher taxes on the wealthy and corporations could discourage investment, potentially slowing down economic growth. Critics argue that while her approach tries to create a more equitable system, it might inadvertently stifle the innovation that drives economic expansion. So could we be trading fairness for growth? Now, let's zoom out and consider the bigger picture. How does all of this affect you directly? If you're an entrepreneur or a small business owner, Trump's policies might offer immediate benefits like lower taxes and fewer regulations, allowing you to keep more of your profits and scale your business faster. But beware. This could come with potential long-term volatility. You might be riding high today, but what happens when the market takes a dip? On the other hand, if you're a worker or part of the middle class, Kamala Harris's policies could provide more stability, with higher wages and better social programs. However, if you're looking to invest or start a business, those higher taxes and stricter regulations might make growth a bit more challenging. It's a classic tug-of-war between immediate gains and long-term stability. So, where is capitalism headed? Both Trump and Harris could reshape the economy, but in vastly different directions. Trump's free market, pro-businesses approach could lead to a booming stock market, but it might leave the middle class behind. Meanwhile, Harris might push for a fairer economy, but at the risk of slower growth for investors and entrepreneurs. In the end, it all boils down to the values we hold dear: economic growth or economic fairness. Which do you think is more important? It's a question that we all need to ponder as we head into this election season. So, what's your take? Are you rooting for the entrepreneurial spirit that Trump embodies, or are you leaning towards the inclusive approach that Harris represents? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this discussion helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We've got more insightful content coming your way, especially on how political decisions impact your financial future. Until next time, keep asking the big questions about capitalism and stay tuned to the SVCI channel. Remember, no matter who wins, the future of America's economy will be shaped by the choices we make today. Let's keep the conversation going.